Good morning. It's time for Morning Proverb. Today's the 16th day of the month of January. Let's go over to chapter 16 and verse 7. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. You know, being in God's will, doing what God has called us to do, is a pretty good place to be. There's a safety to it. There's an energy to it. There's a power to it when you're trying to walk in what God has told you to do. You're trying to follow something basic as the 10 Commandments. Just trying to do the things that even those very basic life lessons tell us to do. But one of the things that Jesus wants to do is even go beyond that. He doesn't just want us to love each other. He wants us to love those that don't like us. Love the ones that we're against, the ones that do things that we don't like. He's very clear about this in Matthew chapter 5 and verse 44. He says, I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. When was the last time you prayed for somebody you didn't like? When was the last time that you offered an olive branch, wanted to have a productive conversation with someone who was diametrically opposed to what you believe? I watch the news, I see what you see, and I see a lot of hate. I see a lot of yelling. I see anger everywhere. That's not what we're called to do. We're called to have a conversation. We're called to engage the people that don't believe like we do and try to convince them with what we've learned, with what God has placed on our heart, so we can be brought together. If we're following God's will, if we're doing what He calls us to do, then even our enemies will come to appreciate what we're doing. I'll see you tomorrow.